Yeah. Uh. Check. Yeah. Has said these mistakes. Yes, when they say the mountain straight up in my way, I move from out the way. Now I've been looking in the sky. I'm gliding and I'm flying. I ain't stopping, never retiring. I did it, spinning like some rubber, like tigers. You know she wanna get it rich. She eyes it, you know. I ain't stopping, got the hazard with the fire. You don't know, but I got it climbing. Getting like I'm back up your mode. When get stolen, when I shit up in the commode and I'm going like a flow. Have it forever like the soul and making till I glow. Nigga, I'm about to show you did it on my 10 toes, 10 fingers, I suppose. I ain't stop, but I make it to the color like gold. You ain't even gotta have it like bombs that I drop. And I love her, I will marry her. I call her hip hop. She ain't stopping, and I like my CD when it's about to drop. Mixtape, I make it fire hot. Randy with his cot. You stop when they sirens off, trying to like cops. They can try to arrest me, but I'ma stick it like pop. You know I love it when I got the steam out the pot. Make straight into your game and how that money like guap. You have it when you get it like you gambit. I'ma play it like the planet. I'ma say that I'm just go. Like I'm out from every Saturn. The ring is what is happening. I do it like the team. Got the crowd, they about to jump up and they about to scream. Make it to this nothing. How you did it like it's something. Got a long list of papers. How I keep writing something with them words. I got the venom vicious. You having is hitting, getting them. They haven't talking in it. Can't even explain it. I'm going like I haven't to get named. You have it to the grave and how I give it yesterday. Never promised another days, but how I do it is insane. My brain coming off. Remember like Elway. Throw a pass, Hail Mary when I smoke. So them niggas how I choke and hello mama wanna do it rougher and she got to get a choke. Tell them like I'm Tiger Woods. I hit it to the pole. You can get it to the motherfucking is you get a hoe. I ain't stopping, but I keep it this. Tell them what they wanna say, my nigga. Tell them I'm the shit. Tell them never reading words off on no paper. I know script. I can do it like I never had to look up at the shit. I tell them married to the bitch, but homie did it like the vows. Put it out my mouth and I keep it all around. If I keep it just the sound, you have it to surround. Make it if you have it fight night, even in them rounds. I can keep it with my music on the mic. I turn it never down, turn it up a lot. Like I have it with my level up like Mario. You eat a mushroom and you got the super up. Tell them like you want that liquor, put it in another cup. Tell them like I'm on one. Did it what I say. I ain't stopping, but I'm on one. Did it in today, mama. I put it like I'm on one. Have it with your song. This is like you're breaking glass, like I broke a nigga's jaw. Tell her mama and she fine and she take her panties off. I ain't stopping, but she blind and she about to be the boss, like sight. And I have to have my rhymes and I did it like right. I ain't stopping, I'm a dog, so I did it, big bite. You ain't know who's right. Big Q, big tight. I ain't stopped, but I keep it off or on first plate. Keep off with your thick with it. Tell me like I love it. Rat-a-tat, the drummer boy's gonna bring it back and like it. Like I'm about to hit up at the gym. She in the club dancing and she about to get it like she ever said something. Her lips gloss and her eyes saying something. Her skin complexion, it's really glossy. I really like it. I'm in the facious. Mama into naked. You like the hot kiss and you really like lips and I really like this. I ain't stopping but hit and I like it like this, like that. Tell them when I'm right back. Big Q when I tell them that my CD's on the map and I'm back. Put it on my back like a book pack. Ain't stop for a book bag and if I like that, hit me.